I got some new additions. This is a winter ripening fig, and this is another variety of fig. It's called Vazanada. It just means like purple. It's a Cypriot variety. I will talk more about their characteristics in another video, but I'm just about to repot them. I've had them for this is their 4th day, and I'm going to repot them to a slightly bigger pot, just about an inch bigger, an inch on each side, and that's the other pot. So I will not disturb the roots at this point. They're not pot bound really, so I don't think I need to. And yeah, I'm just gonna give them just a slightly bigger space to grow into for the until next year. They've got, in Cyprus we have about maybe 8 more weeks of growth, so well, probably less than that. Probably I'm gonna say at least 4 weeks. It's yeah, at least 4 weeks. I think we have more. Probably in mid-November we can still see new growth. So yeah, anyway, just a small update about the plants there. So you can here I can see the other plants growing. The cuts through this one on the floor somehow. They were just going nuts on each other, I guess. New growth on the pomia, and this just keeps going. This is very interesting that the flowers do not smell on the cestrum here until it's dark, which is fascinating. Then I'm just so I got this for free. They throw this at the supermarkets. They throw this away. They're not strong, but they don't have to be. They just need to balance. They just need to, like I'm relying on their weight distribution, and because it's plastic, it won't rot, and it's free, so I can easily replace them if something happens to them. I can take them to the recycling area of the town, and here I'm gonna use it as storage space to reduce the mess of this. These I got for free, again from I think, yeah, it's a pesticide factory that I visited, and yeah, I have 4 more, so there's gonna be at least 1 more here, and I'm gonna see what to do with the rest. It's very possible that I make 2 floors. It will probably be a waste if I do that, but I'll see. I could also make 2 floors and either use them for propagation, because it's gonna be just light, natural light, and no sunlight direct, or I can just leave it like that and I can still use the ground as it is for propagation anyway. Here, okay, Alex, the reason for these, so these are a bit taller which I don't really care about that, but I do care about the smaller size. These are a bit smaller than the other ones. They're not as long. These are quite robust, and the reason for using these is they're going to replace. First of all, it's much easier to move pots around if they're in here, and also I'm going to use them as like pot dishes as well. So you can see here, for example, I placed this dog food bag which does not have holes, and I made it so that I can get about 10 centimeters of water in, which I don't need to do 10 centimeters, but that's about how much you can have. And I don't have to overheat water. I can just submerge the pots. I'll put the hose in here, or I can use an automatic watering system that puts water inside here, and then when it gets high enough, the plants start to absorb it, so from the ground up. And I reduce splashing, and I don't let the nutrients get out and leave, which is going to happen with every watering. I'm gonna talk more about that at another time, because you can accumulate salts from the fertilizer can accumulate over time if you don't flush it out occasionally, a few times a year. But it's not relevant for these, because they are going to get reported before that happens. That's only for plants that are going to stay in for a while, for years, or for one full year, for example, in the same pot, without the water draining out and just leaving entirely. And yeah, so I'm going to use a similar bag and make a pot dish out of it, and these are also free from the same supermarkets. So yeah, that's the main reason for these. Obviously you can use it to carry stuff inside, so yeah, you can use it for a lot of, they're quite compact, and you can stack them so you can store them easily. I put pallets, so with pallets I get more even, the gradient is more even, and so that's one thing. The plants are in a more even surface, so the water doesn't accumulate on this side. If it was bending like that, it was tilting like that, and it's when you're producing plants, you want over the long period anyway, you want consistency in pretty much everything. So you don't want that to be a reason for something going wrong. I'm not saying it will. I'm just saying why would I want some plants to be like this and some plants to be like this? I can probably figure out some reasons that it shouldn't be like that, but I don't want to make it too dramatic. But I do want consistency, and yes, even in the surface, the gradient of the surface. So another reason for the pallets is, so the sun come out, that's east, and when plants are short, so for example here, when they are young, or maybe they're short because they just plants that don't get very tall. Like these, for example, these are the mini roses. If I had them all the way down, and I'm losing about this much height, so that's 10-ish centimeters, and if they were all the way down, placed on the floor, on the ground, they will get overshadowed by the concrete there. So now they have more access to sunlight. And I just haven't figured out the reason that they're on top of this now is because I haven't figured out whether I want to put them in here or leave them in these big ones, because again, consistency. I can put, because these are the same dimensions besides the height. So if I place one of these, I'm going to sort of mess that around. So I will mess with my consistency. You can call it OCD, you can call it whatever, but I think it's better if I have the same size. And I'm just gonna figure out whether I'm gonna keep them in here or not. I mean, obviously at some point they're gonna outgrow this, so definitely not over the long run, but for now we'll see. I just put them here today. And yeah, like I said, I'm gonna put bags here so that they get about I can put this much water in and the plants will absorb it. Now I did run into a bit of a problem. If you put too much water, it's kind of a pain to like tilt it and drain it out, because you have to drain it out. You can't leave it in and they soaking in water. If they're soaking in just a bit of water and you watered in the morning, at least in this heat now, it's going to evaporate or be absorbed by the plants. Well, through evapotranspiration, basically, it's gonna go away. And obviously this increases the humidity around the plants, which can be good or bad. If you increase humidity, you get potentially some fungal diseases, and different fungi will attack different plants, but different species. But that's one thing. But too little humidity, which is a major thing in Cyprus, and especially where I live, is you get tetranihus, which is spider mite, if I'm correct, and that loves hot and dry environments. So yeah, it's a balancing act, like pretty much everything. I just have to be aware of it and keep an eye on it. Oops. Okay, something else, a couple of things. This is supposed to put water for the cats. I have to clean it. I have it on a watering system, and every day it puts 5 minutes worth of water in there, and the cats drink. And because it's warm and sunny, there's algae growing. So I put plastic, either empty or some of them have water, plastic bottles of like half a liter. The reason is just simply so the wood doesn't touch the soil directly, which will reduce the rotting of in theory, it will reduce the rotting of that pallet. And I measured these. You can put about 6 of them on. 6 of the big ones. And well, the other bonus that I wasn't expecting is you can cheat by just overextending them a bit. so you don't get the problem of them falling off, but you do get the advantage of a bit more extra space. And in my situation, every square centimeter counts pretty much. So yeah, I will happily accept that unexpected advantage. Obviously, this is maybe one of the reasons I shouldn't do it. So that I can see the cat just going on the edge to jump, and if it doesn't have any plants in, or the plants are not heavy enough, boom. But we'll see. And I will update as I go. I got these for free again in the recycling place of the town. So freebies are important for me at this point. I get every freebie I can get. The disadvantage is mainly that there may be some diseases in that obviously you can't see with the naked eye, so I'm just taking that risk. But yeah, these will cost several euros, so maybe 5-6 euros each, so that's significant. And these I got from the same spot, but I can also get these from the local florist, which throws them away. And yeah, that's it for now.